Hi, this is Dave Pepler of Pep Talk Ministries, and here is today's Pep Talk. I work with a lot of pastors, and I coach a lot of pastors. And one of the questions that I face quite a bit is, how do I know when it is the right time to make a pastoral transition? In other words, how do I know when it's time to move from one ministry position to another, to relocate, to change? You know, the ideal situation is when you feel this stirring in your soul that you can only describe as God's Holy Spirit uh, helping you to understand that it is time to start exploring. That is the ideal situation. Of course, many other circumstances arise, but I really want to kind of focus on that for right now. This requires a pretty intense internal focus. Uh, the key question to consider in your own heart and in your mind is, where is this stirring coming from? Am I disconnected? Am I distraught? Am I angry? Am I bored? Just what is going on inside that's happening in my head, as opposed to what is happening in my heart. Is this God's voice, or is this really just kind of my own stuff? Is God inviting me to explore this, or am I just simply saying, you know what, I feel like moving on? I think that that is a very critical question that pretty much needs to be answered first before you explore any of the other things. And I'll produce other videos to talk about some of the other things that you deal with. So let's go with question number one. So our coaching question for today, for pastors wondering how to know when it is the time to make some sort of a vocational transition, is this: what are you doing right now to distinguish between God's voice and your own internal voice? I hope that you take time to prayerfully consider this, even if you're not a pastor or still thinking about a career change or a move or things along those lines. Take a look on the inside and see what God is up to there. Be sure to go check out my blog post. I'll say more about this there, and you'll see the link. Um, should you need a coach, feel free to send me an email, peptalkministriesllc@gmail.com. Or there are other ways to reach me. Just go onto my webpage, for example, peptalkministries.com. God bless you. Thank you so much for joining me for today's pep talk, and I'll see you again real soon.